Hey guys, this is Brent Boyer from Adams. So let's talk about parenting time and shared parenting plans and how all that works. So if you're going through a divorce case or a custody case, either way, if you have minor children, you're looking at an issue of what's the parenting plan, what's the parenting time schedule going to look like, and what kind of shared parenting plan can I do. So there are different types, of course, and one factor is going to be your relationship with the child. Another factor is going to be how old the child is. But in general, parenting plans can be different things. A parenting time schedule is really, number one, based around an alternating weekend, assuming you're not working the entire weekend. Some people have different schedules, but assuming you're off on the weekends, you're probably looking at a parenting time schedule that's going to be built around alternating weekends. So week one is your weekend, week two is mom's weekend, and then back to week one being dad's week again. So week one, week two alternating schedule. So the best way to look at parenting time schedules and shared parenting, number one, is alternating weekends and build from there. So if you're doing alternating weekends and you have 2 nights, so you have every other weekend, Friday to Sunday, that gives you 2 nights out of 14. There's 14 nights in 2 weeks, 7 nights per week. So then you're at a 2 out of 14 schedule. If you're looking to do more of a shared parenting plan, 5 out of 14 is a realistic goal. That's a good place to be with parenting time. It's not exactly 50% each, of course, but it is definitely in the territory of a shared parenting plan. So how you would get to a 5 out of 14 night schedule is you do every other weekend from Friday to Monday, and then in the off week you do 2 nights. So then you have 5 out of 14 in a rotating week on, week off schedule. So 1 week I have, for the weekend, I have Friday through Monday. That gives me Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's 3 nights. And then in the off week I have 2 nights. Let's say I have Wednesday night and Thursday night. That gives me 5 out of 14. That's a good schedule. Overnights affect a lot of things. One thing that they affect in your court case is how much child support you're paying. So if you have more overnights with the child, you pay a lower child support amount. A 5 out of 14 schedule is going to get you to a lower child support amount, not necessarily down to 0, and there's a lot of other factors with child support that you'd want to be aware of. But that's a good shared parenting plan, as opposed to saying 1 week with mom, 1 week with dad, and back to 1 week with mom, 1 week on, 1 week off. Most people will find that that's not a good schedule for their children and not something they can get anybody to agree to. But you can build a shared parenting plan off of the alternating weekend schedule. So every other weekend would be Friday to Sunday. If you did every other weekend Friday to Monday, you've already picked up 1 more night. So now I have 3 nights out of 14 instead of 2. That's already off to a good start. If you're gonna get some extra nights on the off week, you can get to a 5 out of 14 schedule pretty easily. It's gonna lead to a lower child support amount, gonna lead to more time with your children and a more balanced amount of time with mom and with dad and alternating, and more time with the non-custodial parent, the one who's doing the parenting time schedule. So that's gonna work out better for that. Less time in between for how long you have to go before you see your kids. So the goal isn't I want 50%, or people come in and say they want 50% like it's a pie or a bank account or something. It's not, and really talking in percentages is probably not particularly practical and can alienate people pretty quickly. You really want to talk schedule. So I would look at that as a potential for a parenting plan, keeping in mind, of course, you can do a different schedule in the summer, especially if they're school-age children. They don't have the ties and the requirements of a school schedule during the summer. So different schedule in the summer, and then keeping in mind holidays and breaks and those types of things. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, I'm at 248-356-2326, or you can send me an email, brentb@bmpclaw.net. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the video. Thanks.